Welcome back, everyone, to the Sports Minorities Podcast, your home for not-so-expert analysis, shit-talking, and, I don't know, watching NFL on Nickelodeon. At least I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Fucking slime everywhere.
I'm your host and resident Titans fan, JC. Joining me, as always, are...
Resident Niners fan, Chicken Wing.
Within 72 hours, the Giants fired leadership and Dallas lost. I can't. This has been the best week of my life.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and head out.
Hey, what's up, y'all? That was Nori, by the way. This is Rob, resident Bucks fan, who, winning stuff, and, loving life.
Yeah, y'all got a bye week, too.
I don't know why you're leaving. I mean, anybody said nothing about Dallas? Come on.
What's up, everybody? Fuck off, Mike. This is DJ. Goddamn Cowboys fan, and fucking 14 penalties, you're going to lose to anybody. I don't care what anybody says.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the first Cowboys fan that's come out and said that's the reason they lost and not because of the last 14 seconds.
Yeah, that's just fucking asinine. I've talked to countless people who are talking about refs this, refs that, and I'm like, okay, so we had 14 penalties leading up to that, first of all. Second, Dak threw a pick. I don't know if you were watching that part.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to blame the referees for the last 14 seconds. I mean, could it have gone differently? Sure, it could have, but why were we in that position? Because you literally are shooting yourselves in the foot every time you have the ball. Or the 49ers have the ball and it's third down. Oh, look, we got them to third down, but you know what? Let's hold. Way they can get a first down. Let's do that.
They literally all sound like that. We all know that guy from high school, like, I would have gone pro if it didn't hurt my knee. All right, man. That's how they all sound.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back in 82, I could throw a football over those miles. Yeah. Uncle Rico, everybody.
Rico was a legend. He would have could have went pro. Like, we're not talking, he was like Mike White level good,
Uncle Rico would have saved Dallas.
Uncle Rico would.
Al Bundy would have saved Dallas.
Al Bundy would have. Yeah, they needed Al Bundy.
You think Uncle Rico would have been down on a score like that? Come on, dude.
Fucking.
Well,
That's right.
as you no doubt have guessed, we're going to talk about a very interesting wildcard weekend, which, to be honest with you, of the 6 games that were played, only 2 could have gone either way. The rest were just blowouts. We'll talk a little bit about another coach that got fired, have a What's Bothering the Minorities segment, topic to come, and then make our analysis and predictions for the divisional round of the playoffs. So, as far as how our picks went on the wildcard round itself, Chicken Wing 6-0, now has 24 points on the bracket challenge. Rob and myself 5-1, we got 20 points. Nori and DJ went 4-2, and they each got 16 points on the bracket challenge itself. So, now the wildcard games itself, I mentioned that only 2 were pretty much could have gone either way. That were really good games to watch. Cincinnati beating Las Vegas 26-19, and San Francisco beating Dallas 23-17. Everything else was a blowout, surprisingly. There's a lot of games that were there that I expected to be closer. And I'll give you guys an interesting stat. The last time any team prior to this past weekend had a lead of more than 20 points in the postseason, it was when the Falcons led the Patriots in the Super Bowl 28-3.
Oh, wow.
And we all know what happened after that. But since that game, there has never been a playoff game where our team was leading by more than 20 points.
Playoffs?
And in the case of this past weekend, we had at least 4 that finished with at least a 20-point margin. So
crush that.
Yeah, so
Breaking records in 2020.
I guess so. Chicken Wing, we'll start with you. Your thoughts
I regret nothing.
On is this your chance to you and your brother DJ here to just lay into the bragging rights for a bit? What did you win on the weekend besides your pride? So,
well, I saved him. Well, I actually did some humility.
okay.
I called him, but
Did you really? Was that what it was?
Yes.
He had his phone turned off.
Did you answer?
No, he didn't. No, he texted me back, said he was on the phone with his mom, and then I was gonna legit call him and be like, "What the fuck was this game?" Because it was a bunch of bullshit all around. Outside of the penalties, outside of the refs, outside of that weird ass wonky ass fake punt scheme that they tried to play and shit. They just confused the fuck out of everybody.
Even the
I was actually gonna call him.
I was about to say the same shit. We didn't even know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, I was just like, what the fuck is this? And now had it been Green Bay and our cousin Jaquez, I'm calling talking all kinds of shit because man doesn't know how to not talk shit. But with DJ, it was just mutual. It was just a humble, hey, good games. Because you're right, JC, that could have gone either way. Dallas was marching and we couldn't stop them, and Dallas made Keno pretty ineffective that game. So hats off to the defense on Dallas on that one.
How much were you sweating on that last drive? Because
I had 5 cups of sake, so that's how much I was drinking, bro.
I half expected Dallas to get the touchdown and miss the extra point just because I feel like this game had to go to overtime. I
don't want that.
We have Zerline as the kicker, so that's a definite possibility.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I had Rob's page up on ready because this dumbass decided to say, watch Dallas come back and win 24-23 and take it from you. I was getting ready to block him. I was going to legit get ready to block him from all social media, take away his phone number. I didn't want to talk to him.
I was talking so much trash on that last drive.
I'm just going to say that history was made, that this is the first close lead that Shanahan didn't blow away. So congratulations.
This is true. And
I called that the
it's
first
funny,
quarter.
Jimmy G threw a pick and we still won. That's another stat.
Yep.
Just saying.
Yeah, I told a bunch of my other friends in the Tekken Zabatsu chat, like, hey, watch, remember, don't celebrate. 49ers are beating their ass. They're the better team right now, but this is Kyle Shanahan with the lead in the playoffs. So
see how the second half
everybody's
goes,
game.
right? Yeah.
But I did wake up in the morning. As soon as I scratched my nuts, I'm like, I know Dallas is going to be just wiped out in a few hours, and I cannot wait to hear the anguish and cries of a nation just falling apart. And I got my wish, and it was a great day.
Rob, your thoughts on Wildcard Weekend? I know your Bucks had pretty much a bye week playing the Eagles at home. So
Yeah, Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Everybody called
Dude,
them.
they're already dead, Rob. I mean,
Like,
yeah.
it was a mercy
So-
rule or something. Shit.
Come on.
First of all, they walked in saying, we don't have a chance. I'm like, how do you get to the playoffs and, you don't even go in wanting to compete? They knew they were outmatched. They knew they were outgunned.
It's the Steelers.
It's
That's
the
exactly
state
what
of
happened.
Pennsylvania. It was the Eagles and the Steelers. They both had that attitude going in.
They were just like, we already lost. Let's have fun.
We're just
Like,
happy to be
State.
here. Very happy to be here. Yeah.
very happy to be. All right,
It just
cool.
got rid of the frauds, man. That's all this weekend did was just get rid of the fraud teams.
Yeah, just got rid of the NFC East.
I mean,
Basically,
At least.
I mean,
I don't even take offense to that. I agree with you.
Yeah.
not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
I mean, yeah.
I can't figure out what I'm more surprised by. If I'm more surprised by Buffalo beating the brakes off the Patriots the way they did, or Arizona struggling the way they did on Monday night against the Rams.
I'm not surprised
Arizona's
either.
been struggling for quite a while.
But that was
Arizona's-
arguably Kyler Murray's worst game, and it came at the wrong time.
It
yeah,
for sure.
It came at the wrong time, but keep in mind, they split the games during the season. It wasn't
did.
like...
Yeah. But
But the
wasn't
Rams were trending
you know,
up. They were doing
yeah.
everything they could to improve. And the Cardinals were just kind of like survive mode, but I really just thought they would have some magic in them. But
Nah.
clearly not. But yeah, the Bills beating a top 3 defense in the playoffs. Yeah, no, that was massively surprised by that. I didn't believe the score when I saw it. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What's this?
and I don't blame the
Has
Bills
that ever
for
happened
throwing
to the
it-
Patriots in the playoffs?
I don't think it ever has.
No.
Then again, I don't think they've ever had a dildo thrown at them on the field either.
Wait,
so
that was.
I mean, there's that too.
the dildo
Sorry,
mafia,
that was-
as this can be the new name
It
for the
is
Bills
right.
at this point. So
These fucking Bills fans, man.
They are wild, man.
Break
How
the
wait,
tables,
how long
throwing
was
dildos.
waiting to knock the Patriots
My
out? Not-
favorite fan
not
base,
beat
bro.
them. Not just beat the Patriots, but in the playoffs. How long have they been waiting for that, man?
For a good while.
That was
I mean,
years.
enjoyed it,
That's
but-
a
Long
year.
enough that
Let's be honest,
Fitzpatrick
though.
was in the crowd, man.
Let's be honest though. Let's
Oh,
be
that was
honest
something,
here.
Yeah. So
How many times did Belichick beat the snot out of teams in the playoffs? It was
That's what I'm
coming,
saying.
bro.
Yeah,
It was
no,
coming.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
I can
yeah,
count
yeah.
on two
No,
hands.
I don't feel bad for him. It's Boston sports failed on the the big stage. I was happy. I was happy to be wrong.
And to be fair, there hasn't been a whole lot of times that the Patriots have played the Bills in the playoffs under Belichick because they had such a big playoff drought. Remember, so
Mhm.
Yep.
they got in that one year because Andy Dalton led the Bengals to beat the Ravens, and then Bills fans donated like $250,000 to his foundation, and then he got a standing
Oh,
ovation in
that's
Buffalo.
right. I remember that. Yeah,
That's right.
I remember that.
So,
I remember that.
but getting back to the Cardinals, I mean, those the shortest pick six in NFL history. Jesus.
I fuck it. I can't believe he threw it. I
yeah.
can't believe he threw it.
And seeing the Rock's reaction live, that was just priceless.
Watching Manny
He
Cass
was
scene,
hyping that shit up, and as soon as he throw that pick six, silence.
it was just like
funny.
you saw the frustration in Peyton Manning's face. Like, he's like, take the safety. Eli's just got this chuckle, like, wow, and The Rock is like, huh. He takes a swig of tequila straight from the bottle on live
yes,
TV.
Live TV.
It's so great.
Manny
fucking love
Cass
it.
is
Yeah.
the greatest.
Yes.
But all that being said, there needs to be like two things I need on Super Bowl Sunday. I need a Manning cast, and I need Nickelodeon to air the game. Because watching the game on Nickelodeon, one, my kids were so engaged with it. So was my wife. Because seeing young Sheldon pop up and explain what penalties were in his own way was hilarious. And two, just especially on that last drive, when with 14 seconds, Dak decides to take off on a QB draw. You can tell the commentators are wanting to be nice. Like, okay, they almost want, like, they wanted to say, what the hell is he doing? Like, what's going on? But they're
That's what I
just kind
said.
of bantering, like, okay, got to get set. They have time, whatever. And yeah, hand the ball to the ref. Like, that's
I mean, look,
football
I'm
101.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it was a bad call in the play. I think it
No.
was just piss poor execution when Dak gave the ball to the center. Because
Yes.
Yeah, you got to give it to the ref.
If
you
he
gotta
can give it
the
to
ref.
the center, but the center should have, like, held it and just waited for the ref so that he can give it to him and then snap
Toss
it.
the ball to the ref. Well, no, because that's bad. Because they may
No,
drop it.
just let the
Yeah.
ref get there.
They drop
let
it.
him
Yeah,
grab it.
they may
Yeah.
drop
Put the
it.
ball down, snap it. That's all.
I mean,
has
you
to
see
do.
the formation. You saw the Niners purposely line up against the sidelines, forcing them to stay on the inside. So
Yeah.
Dak should have ran maybe 7 to 10, not 15 plus yards, because that's just way too much time off of the
At
clock.
the end of the day, it was we're going to take one shot in the end zone. That's pretty much what's going to happen. So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
we knew what was going to happen.
I think Steve Young talked about it the next day on Monday Night Football. Like, 17 seconds, you can get that. If you go with less than 17 seconds left, you're gambling. And
You really are, yes.
but getting back to what we talked about a few weeks ago about press conferences after the game, I don't blame Dak Prescott for what he said about fans throwing trash at the refs. Was it bad to say? Yes. But in that moment of frustration, I might have said the same thing.
Which
probably.
goes back to what I'm saying is, as much as I hate Dallas, don't interview them immediately after such an important thing. Like, I hate Dallas, and all jokes aside, the refs had a huge role in that game. Yeah, the Cowboys did play shitty. They lost. But if the 49ers were on the other receiving end of that, you would never hear the end of it, and rightfully so. No team wants to see their team not just get outplayed, but, like, you tie a franchise record in penalties. Like, that's the game that's known it's for. That's really
that's
bad.
what lost it for him. So many
Plus-
big plays.
plus-
with the
So many
shoulders
big
and-
plays, so
Yeah.
many
There was
conversions
another,
because of big plays.
There was
penalties.
another game. I don't know which playoff game it was, but there was another playoff game. It was the Raiders, where that referee team straight up got fired.
Yes.
Like, they were
that was
so.
bad.
What is going on with these refs? Like, they're impacting games on a colossal level, and it's just like not being addressed until it's too late.
The Raiders one got addressed. Man.
Pretty quick.
Oh yeah, they
immediately.
addressed that. But I mean, like you can't blame the refs on the penalties though. Like every single penalty,
Yeah.
even ours that we ate, like we fucked up. I'm like
I
shit.
think
Okay.
all the Cowboys penalties were legitimate. Most of them, yes.
No, they
all of
were.
them.
That's what
They
cost
were-
them
they were
points. That's what cost
ticky-tacky.
them yards. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like all the penalties on both sides of the ball, Dallas and San Fran, they were legit. Because like I was talking, like, mind you, I was doing the Nori. I was just like, no, that's roughing the passer. Mine is 6 points, Dallas. Fuck them. I was just saying shit like that.
Stupid. Can you imagine if they points out the board? Listen, that's
Yeah, like negative 21 points. What the fuck is going on here?
But at the end of the day, like even Jimmy G. So we had the conversion. The Jimmy G did the quarterback sneak, but even when he was interviewed, he said, "I jumped the gun and I didn't let Williams get set."
Mhm.
So he took the fault for Williams because it wasn't Williams' fault. He was getting to the position, but Jimmy G was just like, "I got excited, I called it, and then we weren't set, so it cost us the drive." So at the end of the day, it sucks the way Dallas lost. I personally wanted to be a come from behind fuck you to DJ, but honestly, it was just self-inflicting wounds. They just shot themselves in the foot at the end of the day.
14 times. Yes.
Gross.
And the rivalry never dies. And one other thing about Nickelodeon, having the replays done by the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, fucking gold. I would say that.
Yeah.
Nori, any other thoughts you have on the Wildcard Weekend?
There's nothing I can say that can make me feel better than what happened. Not only to just lose, but then like penalties, like it's like it was a high school team that didn't belong there, and it's funny and sad because Dallas is like a super talented team. So
Bishop Sycamore, yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Eagles are out. Yes, thank you.
which I expected, but I didn't expect them to be that free. But like they took the whole
fuck them
away
in their
from
French in their fan
Especially
base.
since they gave themselves a bye week by sitting everybody for week 18. And yeah,
fuck them in their fan base. The Eagles are done. Fuck them. Okay.
I don't disagree with that. Fuck Philly forever.
either.
Exactly. You know, the Patriots are gone. Fuck them. Fuck that franchise.
Yeah, Patriots and Dallas are out, so like I can actually. Oh, I'm sorry, the Steelers are out too. So you
yeah,
got the
good
convicts
luck,
out,
Roethlisberger.
Yes.
Yeah. So
the convicts, the frauds, and the bitches are all out. So I'm happy. I'm good.
Anybody who's broken the law, allegedly, yeah, they're gone. So, you know, Carson Wentz is gone. You know, he fucking did fucking grand theft against Philly. He's gone. He's been gone. He didn't come in wild card weekend, so fuck him. You know,
I said he was a felon. I said that.
I mean, you did.
Yeah.
You did. You know, I ain't gonna take that from you. You said it first. You know.
That's a felon.
So now we have 8. Honestly, we have 8 legitimate anybody can take it teams, and this is what I'm really excited about. And it sucks too because any one of these teams can take it, even Cincy, who is ranked the lowest right now.
and congrats on getting their first playoff win in God knows how many years. I mean,
Oh yeah, I said DJ a text. I said, hey, here's the first text message. Bengals winning. Let's go.
Yeah.
DJ, I know this is a depressing weekend for you for the most part, but is there any other thoughts you have on some of the other games of Wildcard Weekend?
Well, yeah. I mean, the Patriots getting their backs fucking blown out twice in one game, which is pretty much what happened. That's how bad the beating was. I actually caught a lot of the game. And, I mean, the Bills went down. Every single time they had the ball, they scored. Every time.
17.
And it was insane. I would glance away from the TV, look back, and they'd scored again. I couldn't believe it. No, I figured, okay, it's a Bill Belichick led team. Therefore, defense will be prepared. So this is probably going to be a close game. The Bills, I still picked the Bills to win. I thought they would have won even if the defense showed up, but fucking nobody showed up. I mean, Bill Belichick, I don't know if y'all saw Bill Belichick's presser, all of 6 seconds. So, you know,
That's not surprising. So
yeah, I mean that's what I got on that. I mean we've talked the Dallas deal to death. I mean penalties killed him. That's just really what it was. You know, I don't blame anybody else but that. It's penalties, and even with the last play, like Mike said, I don't necessarily say it was a bad play. I still said what the fuck is going on because I saw Dak start running. I was like, we don't have any timeouts. What the fuck is happening? But then when he slid, I said, okay, we can still get up and he'll run and give the ball to the ref. That's what he's going to do. I know he's going to do that, and then he didn't.
He did.
Yeah. We're gonna fucking run out of time. We're gonna run out of time. And then it looked like he snapped it, and then he spiked it, and the referee was like, "The game's over," and I died inside. Basically, and honestly, that last drive, I probably died 3 times. I mean, I was yelling and screaming, then I was happy, then I was yelling again, then I was happy, then I was yelling and screaming, and then I just sat down quietly when the game was over.
Hey, Dallas, this could not have gone better that game.
Yeah.
Disclaimer: I the next morning, somebody was making breakfast, and I had asked, where was my plate, and then she said, "What food?" and just proceeded to sit down and eat. I starved for a couple hours until I got off of work. Oh yeah. I may have said a lot of things to that individual.
may have said you fucking
May have.
Look, I can guarantee you, Mike, you said a whole bunch. That's the reason why you didn't get breakfast. I guarantee you would have had breakfast of some sort, even if it was just a fucking piece of toast, if you wouldn't have been talking so much shit. But you talked so much, she was like, you can fucking die. I don't care.
I got the look, the phrase, and probably some other things under her breath. Don't know.
I'm pretty sure I can get those.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could. But at the end of the day, I did eat, guys, so I'm okay. As far as I know,
Hooray!
I don't need any help.
You ate, but how long before she let you back in the bedroom again? Because you're probably sleeping on the couch since Sunday.
Nope. I'm still in the bedroom,
Okay.
but
All right.
I'm winking that I don't need assistance. I don't need help. I don't need any sort of help, guys. I'm not winking. You know, you can't see me.
Blink
Turn
twice
your
if you're
camera
under
on and
duress.
confirm. I'm not sure.
Okay, hold on. I will turn my camera
Blink
on.
twice if you're under duress.
If you're under duress,
Okay, hold on.
just mute and unmute yourself 2 times so we know.
We'll know for sure.
Oh, you need light on me.
Yeah.
Blink. I'm not winking, guys. All right, there you go.
Yeah, no duress whatsoever.
None
No, the rest
whatsoever.
of it.
Everything's fine.
Oh my gosh.
All fine, guys.
Well, wildcard weekend. I can't remember so many blowouts on one weekend of playoff football in such a long time. So,
But
my
is
final...
that due to the expanded playoffs?
No, because we didn't even have that last year. Last year was the first year of the expanded playoffs. It wasn't like that. You know, it was closer last year. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
but-
I think it was just the way it matched up. We had the Eagles and Steelers who were just happy to be there, running into Tampa and KC who were on a mission themselves. Arizona, just you thought maybe they might get a boost with J.J. Watt back. Their offense just was struggling the second half of the year without DeAndre Hopkins. That's ultimately what it was
D-Hop
about.
on?
So,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think the biggest problem was probably D-Hop missing.
yeah, and you know the Rams themselves, they've been inconsistent all year. They're up this game. They'll probably be down next game. Buffalo at this point is ever since they beat the Patriots, the second time they played them this season, they've just been hot ever since. Like they're riding that momentum. So
Ooh, speaking of the Rams, Odell wasn't the problem. So,
No.
yeah, just throwing it out there, guys. Odell was
Are you saying the Giants?
We've been all been saying that, Rob. Calm down.
What,
Thomas
yeah, are you
confirms
saying the
it.
Giants didn't improve the culture? Are you saying they lost that trade? Shut up,
I
Rob.
am saying,
so
yeah.
and the Browns made a stupid mistake too.
I've never
Not
seen a
everyone's
scenario
listening
in
to
my
Odell
life.
Beckham's dad.
Browns.
No, he was
I've
honest
never
with
seen a scenario in my life where I've seen 2 teams trade and that player is the one who won.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Never seen that in my life. Cleveland, shit show. He just had
Didn't
no
even get anything
chemistry
for him.
with.
They just cut him.
No, they
Cleveland
cut
had no
They
chemistry.
cut the man.
Baker Mayfield had no chemistry, nor tried to make any with Odell. All Odell wanted to do was win. That's his biggest crime. He's not selling fake vaccine cards. He's not, murdering anybody driving.
He's not
He's
getting
not,
immunized.
he's not
Yeah.
being sued for consent. All he wants to do is
Oh my
win
God.
a football game. That's it. And he goes from the Giants to inconsistent Cleveland. And I'm so happy he's on the Rams. I'm so happy that they're utilizing him, and he's just doing well, and that makes me happy.
I'm not.
I
I think I read a stat
by
where
the
it
way,
was,
for getting a playoff win too. I mean, it's a long
6
overdue
straight
history.
weeks with a touchdown.
Yeah.
For Odell, pretty sure that's what it
For
was.
Odell, yes.
But it definitely was him the problem. It was him the
Yeah,
problem.
definitely.
That was it.
Definitely the
Gotta be that.
offense.
Yeah. So that's how the wild card. Thoughts on the wild card. Real quickly, just going around the room. What channel did everybody watch the San Francisco and Dallas game?
Nickelodeon, goddamn it.
CBS.
CBS.
Nickelodeon, myself, and Nori.
I heard Amazon Prime for 36 seconds, and then I went to CBS.
Was it that bad?
It was.
Dude,
Yeah.
you hear the game. You hear the game itself, right? And you
Yeah.
hear the players in the field, but the announcers sound like they're at a bar, like on a Zoom call. I hear shit in the background. The girl's trying to talk, and her audio is literally fucking cutting in and out. I'm like, is this not a multi-billion-dollar business? Am I missing something here? What the fuck is happening here? I went immediately to CBS.
Oh my
They
gosh.
record movies and TV shows. They don't do live TV. It's a totally different world, man.
They only,
Have
they
you
only do live
seen
for
the
the
other-
You gotta
but
get-
yeah, they got to work.
No.
You gotta have the technology for
It's
that.
never been
holy
that bad,
shit.
fellas. I'm telling you, that was the worst broadcast ever.
Okay.
Oh, I
they
don't
need to-
doubt it.
They need to
Was
stop
it?
using OBS, basically, is what you're saying, because it seems
Absolutely,
like
dude.
okay.
No,
Yeah.
they were using Streamlabs. See, if they had been using
Ah,
OBS,
okay.
That explains
There you
it.
go.
That
see,
explains
if they had
why.
been using OBS, they'd be using the original, and it would have worked fine.
it. Got it.
So,
That makes a lot more sense.
exactly.
By the way, I did enjoy Troy Aikman. I really wish I was calling that game. Talk about the Niners and Dallas game
Yeah.
because he was stuck calling the Tampa and
Tampa
Philly game.
one?
Yes.
the Tampa.
Yeah, I heard he was
yeah.
pissed.
Yeah,
Bro.
he was mad.
And how are you not going to put
Real
Troy
pissed
on?
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
wait,
I
time
thought it was
comes.
great because I'm tired of hearing Troy about call Dallas games in the playoffs. I'm fucking tired of it. It was much more interesting when not only Romo knows his shit, but he's always going to be bitter to Dak because he took his job.
Mhm.
So I thought it was great.
Hey, but
Is that the real reason why you enjoy Romo calling that game?
Not
All
the
the
reason,
time.
yeah.
Was just because of the bitterness?
Add up the penalties, add up the dysfunction, and then Romo calling them out too. I mean, my God, it's like I got Christmas twice.
yeah, he's not getting paid by the guy anymore. Romo calls the game fair for whatever game he's calling. Doesn't matter what team's on the field. You know,
Agreed.
he's making play predictions. He's saying should have done this, should have done that. You know, he's
Almost.
fair
I mean,
across the
Romo.
board.
Fucking
Yeah.
Troy's biased as fuck.
Well, yeah. So, I think Joe Buck deep down's a Cowboys fan too. So,
Oh, for sure. Yeah, no, I'm so tired of both. Like Aikman, I like when he's not calling a Cowboys band because he not generally knows what's going on. Like he knows his shit, right? But man, dude, Buck should have no business like talking about any other football games or anything. It's bad. It's bad.
all right. So after we recorded our episode last week, another surprise coaching change happened where Houston fired David Culley. Such a big head scratcher. Now, as a Titans fan, I've long enjoyed the struggles of the Houston Texans as of late. Really think they should look into rehiring Bill O'Brien, but I'm just saying. But
Just in the front office.
the David Culley one was very surprising because he was set up to fail. No Deshaun Watson. They couldn't do anything roster-wise. They haven't had a first-round draft pick in God knows how many years. They're actually going to have one this year, unless they trade it away again.
They traded.
But despite all that, they started to become a scary team at the end. They're playing spoiler for a few teams. They gave the Titans a bit of a scare week 18. Hell, beat them earlier in the season, right? Why he was fired, I just don't get it. But this leads into my What's Bothering Minorities topic. Is how there's such a double standard for black head coaches in the NFL.
100%.
And it seems like the only black head coach, and I'm just guessing this, the only one that I can remember that's lasted more than 4 years, or maybe actually got to finish their first contract, was Mike Tomlin. And he's still with the Steelers. And he 15 years there now, I believe it is. He hasn't had a losing season. So, but you look at Brian Flores, turned that team around in Miami, played spoiler, one game out of the playoffs, despite how they started. Despite a quarterback he didn't want them to draft, but he's turned him into a player. I mentioned David Culley there in Houston. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And now the Texans are on the hook for the full amount of his contract, which I believe is $22 million when all is said and done. So Culley's going to sit back and relax and collect a paycheck, but he could be coaching any open spot right now. So,
You know how you talk to people and they're like, "I have a black friend."
yeah.
Like that's Mike
Yeah.
Tomlin in the NFL. So every NFL owner will just say, "Oh no, yeah, I know Mike Tomlin's here." It's like their one black friend they're just gonna hang their hat on forever.
Yeah, and I think Chicken Wing in our group chat, you shared a message like Hines Ward interviewed with who? Houston for the head coaching job?
Houston, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You know damn well they're not going to hire Hines Ward. I know he's got experience as an assistant, but they really just did that for the Rooney rule,
Rooney rule.
which is so fucking I think it does more harm than good.
Would
Like
you be
you
surprised
can interview like
that, though?
the fucking janitor and say, "Oh, he's in for the head coaching job," and that's your Rooney rule,
Yeah.
What needs to be done to change this? Because this is just such a fucking joke.
I think the easiest solution is you hire outside the NFL. You hire a neutral party to conduct the interview process. They just sit in the corner. They're not looking at the people, and they're hearing the interviews, and they start conducting data of, okay, hold on, a white guy and a black guy just said the exact same shit, and their resumes are similar. What made you choose the white guy? And unless you get a third party in there, because they're not going to fix it internally. So until you get a third party who comes in there as a mediator and actually sees what's happening, it's never going to get fixed.
Very similar how they might be handling combine questions as well, too, because they're going to get strict on those as well with the potential draft picks.
Potential draft picks.
Yeah.
Rob's huffing and puffing. He's got something.
No.
Or you're having a panic attack.
I was just gonna say, like, I will make my job to go to the interviews so that be like, here they interviewed a minority. That was it.
You'd be getting paid by NFL teams to complete
Yeah.
the diversity interview part
Diversity.
process. Oh my God.
Yes, we interviewed 3 candidates. One was Filipino, the other 2 were white. We've decided to go with one of the white candidates, so and so for this reason. That's it. But they interviewed a minority, so
Yeah, but they just don't get a fair shake. There's such a double standard on them. I mean, it's frustrating and it's obvious to watch, and I don't think enough is being done. And it even still happens at the college level too. Charlie Strong, say what you want about his time in Texas, he was on a short leash, you know. And there's other black coaches in college as well. Like, I know Dion's doing a great job at Jackson State,
but he's at all black.
Which is great. I think he's great there.
Historically
And I know a lot of D1 schools are looking to try and get him as a coach, including his alma mater, Florida State. But I almost don't want him to leave because I think he's doing something great. He's letting these kids have pride in what they're doing. He's getting top level recruits to switch to them from a D1 school, you know.
Well,
And
he's
if
even
he,
said himself he's not going to jump to a D1 school.
yeah, but I mean, if Florida State comes calling, it might be hard for him to turn that down. But my thing is, I don't want him to do that because if he goes to a D1 school, he'll probably be on a short leash. You have one bad losing season, they probably just let you go. So, specifically with Brian Flores and David Culley, where do you think those guys end up?
New York, one of them at least.
Jacksonville.
I'm hearing Brian
Flores
Flores
people, right?
is on a very short list of coaches for 3 of the GMs, all 3 of the GMs being potentially hired by the Giants. All like Brian Flores as the coach. And that's apparently mixed with Brian Flores and Deshaun Watson working out where they could potentially meet up.
That's kind of
It's almost to say as if the Giants would make a play for Deshaun Watson.
What?
If Deshaun Watson starts for the Giants, I'm not sure if I could support the team.
Whew.
Ooh, damn.
I'm being serious. I have a daughter. 22 different women. Can't be wrong. Even though 18 of them settled, I don't blame them for taking the money. You know, I'm not in that situation, so I can't make a judgment call. Whatever. If it improved their lives, then great. But for them still taking them to court, there's no way you didn't do something. I'm sorry. And I can't have a daughter and be like, oh yeah, no, yeah, I'm going to support the guy. You can't separate the football and the man. No, I'll root for somebody else. So I'm really hoping Deshaun Watson does not end up on the Giants. And to answer your question, Flores, I think either goes to the Vikings, the Bears, or the Giants.
Oh, that's right. They fired Zimmer too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they did
Yeah.
fire Zimmer. Yeah, he's gone.
I mean, they're also looking for a GM. Like, I think the Vikings, the Bears, and the Giants are
Yep.
looking for a GM right now too. So
Surprised Zimmer, lasted all that time and all that champion success he brought to fucking Minnesota. So
Yeah.
well, he wasn't black. That's why he lasted so long. When you get down to it, I mean, so. David Culley, do you think he has a job somewhere in the NFL next season?
Cully
Yeah.
as an assistant, maybe.
Just so he can keep collecting the head coaching paycheck? Because, you know.
I mean,
you usually have to go down like a year or two as a coordinator somewhere to kind of build your name back up again. Like,
Bill
my
O'Brien.
God, him too. Dan Quinn
Yeah.
left Atlanta,
Yeah, that's true.
became the
That's true,
defensive
yeah.
coordinator,
He's
showed
getting
that
head
oh
coaching
wow,
interest in a lot of teams this year too.
and
Yes, he
he's another
has.
one. He has another one interview with the Giants recently today actually.
Craziness.
I have a question for you guys.
What's that?
Do you think
Seven.
it's appropriate for head coaching interviews to take place while playoffs are going on? Like, for example, somebody interviewing for the Bucks OC, and other teams want to look at him. Like, do you think that's a distraction?
I mean, if the team's given
It is,
permission
yeah.
to talk, that's why they have to ask permission.
They have
So
to
if they
ask
give
permission,
permission,
don't they? Yeah.
then sure. But I mean, nowadays you can conduct an interview over a Zoom call. You know, it's not like they have to fly and be there in person.
True.
You know,
Very
so.
true.
But no, I mean, it's really up to the team. Now, if they're the week of the Super Bowl, probably not appropriate, you know, because that's a circus in and of itself. But I don't blame teams for reaching out, trying to conduct business because while they may not be in the playoffs, they're trying to get strategies set up for the draft. Like,
They're trying to improve.
yeah, here's what we're picking in the draft. What offseason moves can we make? They're under the table kind of negotiating with other teams, So, and all these teams that don't have a GM or a coach are kind of late in that game already. So they're trying to fill that. Now, as far as interviewing coordinators, I mean, if the team gives them permission, the team gives them permission, So
I don't see it as a distraction unless the person being interviewed allows it to be a distraction.
right.
A perfect example of, JC, you just said they do Zoom calls now. So really what you're going to do is, you'll be at practice for however long you're going to be at practice. You'll game plan all that good stuff for the team that you're currently employed by. But then you'll head to your hotel room, you'll set up the Zoom call, and you'll basically sell yourself. That's basically all you're doing.
It'd be really cool. I'm sorry, DJ. Go ahead. I apologize. I thought you're done. Go ahead.
Yeah. You're just basically you're selling yourself for the interview, and then once that process is done, the next day you go back to being whatever position you are: head coach, offensive coordinator, defense coordinator, whatever you are. So I don't see it as being a distraction unless you allow it to be a distraction. If you can handle both, that's the thing. If you can handle both, get it done. If you can't, that's a different ballgame. But if you can't do that, I can't imagine how you could be an OC or a DC or a head coach because they multitask all the fucking time. So,
I personally would think, NBA free agency is a huge thing. NFL free agency is a huge thing. But why do we all downplay how new GMs and new ownership and new coaches are not a big thing? They're a huge thing, especially for somebody like me who the GM's fired, the coach is fired. Like, fuck, brand new start, I'm excited about that. I would love, I don't know if this is where Mike was going with that, but, my idea, which kind of piggyback off that, I think it'd be great if a couple weeks after the Super Bowl, it was officially like a new season where it's like, now you can make changes in the NFL. Like, all these people were fired, but you can't start hiring people until after that. And, until this time and this morning, and it's like, I don't know, I think that'd be kind of dope because
it makes the most sense because
you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait.
You can't acquire players at the trade. Like, you can't trade for players until the start of the season.
Right.
Excuse me. So why
Well,
not?
until the start of the league year, which is in March?
Yeah, it's in March.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, don't make any officials fire everybody. Sure, get rid of
Yeah.
But as far as making official changes, why can that not start?
You can make a whole thing out of it too, man. I would watch. That'd be dope.
Does the Rooney Rule help or hurt the NFL?
Ooh.
That's
a tough one.
tough question. Yeah.
It helps. It helps because it started to peel off the problem, but it's like an onion. You can't peel off one layer and you're done. It started to peel off the problem. That's great, but it hasn't done enough to make the progress that it needs.
I'm gonna go with no, because what progress have we seen from it? Honestly, 90% of the league is still white coaches.
Sure, but imagine how bad it would be if they weren't forced at all to take any black coaches. The NFL is the last one, like baseball. It's like they don't want to be told what to do. They don't want to get with the times. So I can imagine how much less minority opportunities there would have been in the NFL if it wasn't for the Rooney Rule. Because I'm hoping, and this is what I'm thinking here, the Rooney Rule allowed them to coach somebody interview somebody they normally wouldn't have, and they genuinely hey, you know what, shit, this guy's really good as a coordinator, assistant, coach, whatever. Hey, I would have never given him a chance, but I'm glad I was forced to. Let me give him you know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking.
True.
I would love to believe that's true, but
It's hard to say if guys like Mike Tomlin or Tony Dungy or even Mike Singletary would have got a coaching job had it not been for the Rooney Rule. And that's not to say they couldn't have done it on their own merit. Obviously they can. But when, who knows how many people are in this interview, and if, people working in the front office's teams change teams all the time. So maybe they heard this interview, liked what they heard. They go to other teams hey, here's a good potential candidate. So, but I think it was a good start, but something else needs to be done. And I'm just having a hard time figuring out what. I don't know if it's a point where you have to say, okay, if you hire a coach, barring any extenuating circumstances, a la Urban Meyer or something like that, you have to give him at least 3 years
See, then they start doing that, like, when we start doing incentives or contracts or that kind of stuff, whatever. It's so easy to manipulate. Like, imagine, because even I don't think black people would want this. Like, you don't want just somebody there just to be there. Like, you want the best candidate. So I think, like, if you have a neutral party who hears Eric Beamy from like Benemi, whatever, from Kansas City. Hey, okay, hold on. This guy is super qualified, but he interviews like shit. At least then he'll know, right? Or if it's like, hold on, this guy just interviewed with this old white dude. He has the same qualifications as Joe Judge. Tell me why you're taking Joe Judge with less qualifications than, look me in the face while you say that.
Right.
Then
You know
start
what I would
cracking
love to
the
see,
issue.
honestly, is a blind interview. They never meet the person until after they've done the question.
Oh, I know why Rob's
Almost
thinking
like
this.
the
I
dating
know.
game.
I'm not gonna say why, but I know why Rob's thinking this.
Telling you. Like, you have the same people, you have these people put up their resumes. They don't have a name, they don't have it, they answer the questions. All I want. And you just go off of what they answered.
I like that idea.
Bachelor number 1, Bachelor number 2, Bachelor number 3. It's almost like that kind of thing.
Pretty much. And like, you could even be that like these interviews, they do the blind interviews, they release them to your fan base. Your fan base chooses it.
That's another interesting question too, and I happen to see this too as well. Do you guys think it's right for them to decide who the first round pick is based on record, or do you think there's something else they could do? And this is across all sports, not just the NFL or Major League Baseball for that matter. So
I like the way they do it. I don't love the way the NBA does the lottery thing, because if you're that bad of a team, of a franchise, there's going to be some tanking. You can't stop tanking. Let's just be honest. You can't completely stop tanking, right? But there's always ways to get around it. But imagine being the worst team in the NBA and you picked number 6 overall because of ping pong balls.
Lottery.
Ping pong.
That's
Yeah.
crazy to me. That's your fans haven't endured enough. They didn't earn enough. And then a team who wasn't that bad, who has like a 2% chance, like New Orleans Pelicans. I'll never forget this shit as long as I live. They had a 2% chance. They got the number 1 pick and got Anthony Davis. Bruh. How?
Read about
Why?
Tim Duncan, like the year that the Spurs tanked, quote unquote. The
Right.
chances of
no,
them
they had
getting that
injuries. It just
Yeah.
happened to be at the right time, and
like
They
they,
won the lottery.
happened to, like, oops.
yeah,
Nah, we tanked.
So that's my
We
point,
tanked.
JC. That helps my
Don't believe the
point.
hype.
yeah.
That
It's
helps my point, right?
yeah.
They weren't bad. They were injured. So when they got healthy and added Duncan, goddamn, like they
It just
earned
fell into
that.
place, and they happened
That's
to win the lottery
crazy.
for that. It was just they won the lottery for Robinson. They won it for Duncan. It was one of those things that was meant to be. I say this because I had an interesting thought someone put up there. Is like, how would you improve that? And one guy, and yes, this was from a TikTok, but it got me thinking. You base the top pick on who had the best attendance at their games for the losing teams.
What's interesting?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who could still bring people in the stands when you have a horrible team on the field? And it could it could potentially lower ticket prices, lower
Like,
concession prices.
yeah.
Dallas is going to pick high every year then, because their attendance is. No, I'm serious. I'm being serious though.
But
Their
no,
attendance-
Yeah, because
No matter what
the
you do,
opposing
terrible,
teams always
but
make the
we-
trip. Yeah, so
No matter what you do to those fans, they come out in droves and they never not sell out their games. So they
except
would
for
always
the
pick
upper
high.
deck, which is made up of fans from the other team. So
Mhm.
but yeah, I think that would be something great for like the NBA, Major League Baseball, even because I know it's an amateur draft in baseball, but those top prospects can be a gold mine. So
Here's what I would like, kind of related to that. I would love that if every year your team doesn't make the playoffs, you have to lower prices across the board. You have to lower your prices for jerseys, attendance.
Doesn't that always happen anyway?
No, it doesn't. No.
yeah, it just depends. But I think it's also interesting too because it gives the fans an incentive to attend to help their team.
Exactly.
Like if
Well,
they
like
if they
that'd
want
be
their
cool.
team to get better, I better show up to these games and show I'm a true fan so that they can
Right.
get a first round pick.
I don't know.
That's-
I'm not a fan of that.
I'm not a fan of that just because some of the stadiums you'd have, if it's purely based on a number that people arrive, like bigger stadiums, you have bigger attendance.
Maybe
If a
it's
Plus the
like
charges
70%
wouldn't even have a
or
draft
something like that.
Yeah, and then like it incentivizes making smaller arenas if it goes by percentage. Okay, we play in a smaller stadium now. We only have to fill up, 10,000 seats to get 100%.
Right.
Plus, the Chargers would never have a draft pick.
I mean, you're not wrong about that.
That's a fact. I mean, they don't have fans don't attend their games. Not fans of them.
Yeah, Dallas and New York Giants, whether they deserve it or not, would pick in the top 5, and then the Chargers and Jacksonville would never have a draft pick.
But then
that's the tech. That's what it is. Nori wants it to where he gets number 1 picks all year, every year. Fucking cheater, bro.
I mean,
I
figured if you can get that, why would I want that?
I mean, right?
You clearly don't even know what to do with it. So what's the point?
Well, there is hope.
We don't do
new
shit.
GM and new coach.
AC, I see where you're going with that, though. I see where you're going with that. There absolutely does need more incentive on this. I am all about. Maybe it's not a popular opinion. I'm all about punishing owners who are taking advantage of their fans. Like Jerry Jones should not be able to hike up $75, $100 parking for Jerry World when your team has won in years. How dare you?
Joke.
How dare you do that to teams? Did you pay for that 100%? No, you didn't. You made the city of Dallas pay for it. So therefore, how dare you raise the prices when you haven't done anything? Every single year they lose, they should have to knock down a percentage of all their everything. Cups, mugs.
I'm completely on board with that. Yes.
Yeah.
How dare you punish your fans for that shit? Fuck that.
I mean, if it affected the cheaper cost of beer, you know.
And you know what? These owners don't want to lose money. They don't want to lose money now. Now they're going to really go into. Now they're really going to go in there every year like, oh shit, I need to make real changes or else.
I want the free Pepsi though.
Hey, my free medium. Pepsi. Thank you.
Yeah, not even a large, the fucking medium.
Yeah,
Like, how disrespectful is that shit?
Only if you're the person that bought the ticket, though. That's the thing. You can't.
Oh yeah, I was going to say. If
You
you've got a family of 5, get 4 more straws and have fun.
Right now,
you need 5
right
to
now.
get the family of 5 in there. So
the first game next year, Giants win. I'm gonna go buy Pepsi.
Is this gonna be like when the Browns had the beer fridges where they were locked away until they finally won?
They're locked
game,
away until they
like,
won.
unlocked?
Man.
Yes.
That was actually pretty dope.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Shout out to the show Ms. and Mrs. Ms. actually ordered one of those and was watching that Thursday night game when they finally won. They ran to the fridge and it unlocked magically, and then they just got drunk all night. Him and Dolph Ziggler was fucking hilarious. So, all right. Well, if you have any thoughts of what can be done to improve the lack of black representation in the head coaching ranks in the NFL or anything else that we had talked about in this segment, let us know. You can tweet your thoughts at us at SportsMinorPod or look for us on Facebook and leave us a comment or a post. Sports Minorities, just search on Facebook. Now, divisional round. Time for our little not so expert analysis and predictions. And my God, these games are going to be insane, I think. Spreads, for one, are a lot closer than they were last week. So, now, as far as how our brackets are going, Nori and myself had Arizona in the Super Bowl, but losing in the Super Bowl. So,
Get fucked.
it's almost at a point where we need our Super Bowl pick to win it all for us to have a chance at winning the whole bracket challenge. And among us, Nori's actually the only one that picked KC to win it all, and I'm the only one that picked Tennessee to win it all. So
Casey, save me once again, please. Help me out. Come on, bro.
now our order for these predictions are going to be Chicken Wing, Rob, JC, Nori, and DJ, based on how we did last week in the wildcard round. The games themselves: Cincinnati at Tennessee on Saturday on CBS. San Francisco at Green Bay Saturday on Fox. Saturday night on Fox, I should say. Sunday is LA Rams and Tampa Bay on NBC. And Sunday late afternoon, Buffalo and Kansas City on CBS. All right, starting with the Saturday first game, Cincinnati at Tennessee. It is my team. Derrick Henry's back. I picked it in the bracket challenge. I'm sticking with it. Titans winning this one. I'm looking forward to it. See how they do at home. Since he did play great, but I don't think they can stop the run, and I think our defense is really going to step up here. Jamar Chase, though, does worry me a bit. Chicken Wing, what's your prediction on this game?
I have Tennessee winning. Pretty much everything minus the whole defense. Y'all defense is not going to stop Chase. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a slugfest between you two, honestly.
Okay. Rob, other than the bracket challenge, you had Tennessee beating New England at this point, but are you still going with Tennessee over Cincinnati here?
I still gonna go with Tennessee. One, the prophecy will be not foretold like
Yes, it
Mike
will.
wants.
Yes, it will.
But
sir. It
I
will be
do
foretold.
think having Derrick Henry back is going to be key to y'all's victory. The way you stop Chase Young from scoring is you guys keep the ball the longest and
That's it.
use the ground game.
All right, Nori.
I got Tennessee winning. I don't see how they stop Jamar Chase, but I think they just kind of keep their offense off the field, especially if Henry's playing. That's going to be a huge thing for them to overcome, and I'm not quite sure they can.
All right, and DJ.
Yeah, I got Tennessee winning for the exact same reasons. Derrick Henry will have the ball. Tennessee will have the ball. Cincinnati won't have the ball enough.
All right. Saturday evening game. San Francisco going to Lambeau to fake Green Bay, where they've in recent playoff history have always beaten Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has yet to beat the 49ers in the playoffs. Green Bay favored at home by 6. Chicken Wing, what you got on this one? Because in your bracket challenge, you pick Green Bay. You stay with that, or are you going to go with your Niners here?
Okay, so
Come on.
in the bracket
Say it.
challenge, shut up,
Say
bro. Shut up. So the bracket challenge, I'm gonna say,
Prophecy.
But you can't
with-
change the
with
bracket
Green
challenge
Bay.
anyway. But yeah, so
yeah. So
Where's your
I'm
heart?
sticking with Green Bay
Where's your heart?
when it comes to the bracket challenge. As far as my heart is concerned, we will make Aaron Rodgers 0-4. The prophecy will happen. It will be Tennessee versus San Francisco in the Super Bowl.
So you're picking Green Bay, but somehow the prophecy is still going to come. I just want to make sure I'm hearing everything correctly.
So
No.
he picked
So,
Green Bay on the
Prophecy,
bracket
yeah,
challenge. 'cause
Green
there's
Bay
money
is for
involved.
money,
Yeah.
but where his heart is
Yes.
yeah.
That's nice. But your pick is Green Bay, right?
Yes,
we said this.
for the
Yeah.
bracket.
Yes.
Now, Rob, interestingly enough, on the bracket challenge, you have San Francisco beating Green Bay. Is that
I
still hold
do.
up for you? Yeah.
Yes, I do because I want to be the one who knocks Mike out. So.
Rob is just selfish, okay? Jesus Christ. Go through DJ, I go through Rob, and I go through JC, and I'm going to fucking Greece. Fuck all of you.
You gotta
Gonna
make it through. You gotta make it through Lambeau first.
Shut up, ho.
Yeah.
I know that, okay? Shut up.
I am going with Green Bay at home. I think Aaron Rodgers will at least finally get over the hump of beating the Niners in the playoffs. The next round, that's the big question. Getting through the NFC Championship at this point. So,
JC
I'm-
just scared of me. That's all it is.
Huh?
You just scared of me.
No, I'm
That's
not
Ain't
all.
nobody's
of you.
scared of your
I'm not
Niners.
scared
Niners
of
are the
you. No one's
worst
scared
team
of your
in the
Niners,
final eight right
So,
now.
yeah. We're the least penalized team in the league. I'm not scared of the Niners. bro.
Don't pull Dallas into this. Okay, leave them.
Nori,
They
who you got in
already
this game?
out. Jesus Christ!
I'm still a believer, and I have the 49ers winning this.
Oh, that's right. You did pick down the bracket challenge. Yeah.
The same reason I thought they could beat Dallas is the same reason I think they can beat the Green Bay. Is I think they could keep their best weapons off the field. This is a good coach. I think again Shanahan doesn't get enough credit for coaching, which is kind of concerning. But I think he's a better coach than LaFleur. I think LaFleur is good. He's very good, but I don't think they give Aaron Rodgers a chance. I think they take an early lead, and yeah, I haven't been impressed with Green Bay all year. I just haven't.
Okay. And DJ, you did have Green Bay advancing on your bracket challenge. Of course, it was over Arizona, but you still go with Green Bay here or go over San Francisco?
Yeah, still got Green Bay winning this game. I just think that Green Bay will be able to carve up the 49ers secondary. So that's what I'm looking at.
All right. On to Sunday, the 2 o'clock Central Time game on NBC. The Los Angeles home team, the Rams, going on the road, actually, to take on the Tampa Bay Bucks. Rob, basically your two favorite teams in the NFL when you think about it. So
I win this regardless, but the team I'm going to pick is going to be my Bucks, just so I can beat Mike's team after they beat Green Bay.
Okay.
I don't sound bitter at all, do I? No.
No, not at all. So,
Okay.
Chicken Wing, what do you got here?
Say it. Come on, prophecy boy. Come on. In order for the prophecy to happen, you gotta pick.
Chicken
Come
wing.
on, pick one.
Are you on mute?
Chicken wing.
Fuck.
Say it. Come on. Come on, choose the team, bruh. Prophecy. Let's go.
Okay, we'll check back with Chicken Wing if he hopefully fixes the internet issues he's having there. I'm going with Tampa. Both teams did look great at home, but the Rams, somewhat consistent all season. You know, they look great one week, not so much the other week, and Tampa is at home this one. You know, that's why they got the 2 seed, for they can be at home this round. So I'm going with Tampa to get the win here and move on. So, Nori.
Last time they played, I know it was early in the season, but last time they played, Rams put it on them with less talent. I don't see the Bucs overcoming this now.
So you got the Rams then?
I do.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, all right. Someone's supporting my other team. Good job.
And
Shut up, Augustine.
TJ, what do you have here?
I've actually got the Rams winning this game too.
All right. 250.
Hey, can y'all hear me? I think.
Yes.
No, we can't hear you. No, we can't. Do it again. Alt F4. Shut down. Restart. Check back with you. Yeah, I've got the Rams winning this game.
My PC just completely disconnected from the internet.
Is it back on now? Obviously. So.
No,
No, he's on his
so
phone.
you're gonna have me on my phone until I fix my computer.
That's fine. So.
That sounds awful. Yeah, but I've got the Rams winning this one. I think Tom Brady will be running for his life with dealing with the Rams front seven.
Okay.
I think that'll be a fun game, but I think the Rams will pull it out.
And then Chicken Wing, Rams at Bucks. Who you got?
I have Bucks winning that one on my bracket, right?
Let me see.
Sure.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, yes, you do.
All right, I'm gonna stick with the Bucks.
Okay.
My heart's telling me to go for the Rams, but something about the Rams is they're always hot and cold, no matter who's on that team. So I think the Bucks is gonna take advantage of that.
And it's cold.
All right, and the final divisional round game, Buffalo at Kansas City, and the way these two offenses looked last week, oh boy, this one's going to be a shootout. Casey only favored by 2, and of the point spreads, this is the closest one of the weekend as well. And I will say this, the over-under on this is 55. Which is also the highest
crush that.
of all the games.
They'll crush that.
Probably. Chicken Wing, who you got?
Casey.
Casey still? All right.
And I'm back on my PC now.
All right, cool.
Hey.
Rob, what about you?
I'm taking Buffalo. What did I have in my bracket? I think I
You had KC on your bracket.
I'm gonna take Buffalo actually.
Okay.
There's something about their defense that I think we'll be able to hold. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever.
All right.
Buffalo.
I had Buffalo in my bracket. I'm sticking with them too on this one. That offense was as good as Casey's was. That was against the Steelers. The offense that Buffalo displayed was just impressive, and I really fully expect them to keep that going when they head to Arrowhead. So I got Buffalo still winning this. Nori?
Last time Buffalo and Kansas City played, Kansas City Kansas City got the shit beat out of them. I know this earlier in the season again, like the Rams and Bucks, but still, I got to go by what I can see. And the Bills, I think, found their confidence. They cut off that stigma of they can't beat good teams. They've been shitting on everybody in January and December. So, I mean, I'm rooting for Kansas City, but I'm gonna go with the Bills winning this. I don't think Kansas City could overcome them.
All right. And DJ, you picked Buffalo in this matchup on your bracket challenge. Are you staying with that, or are you thinking KC's after seeing them in Wildcard Weekend? You staying with Buffalo?
I'm staying with Buffalo, as a matter of fact. Yeah, and I think what's going to end up happening, of course, the shootout will be there. That's what we're all expecting, and that's what I'm sure is going to happen. But I think Buffalo will make one more play than Kansas City, and I think that this is going to turn into Buffalo has the lead. Patrick Mahomes tries to play hero, makes a mistake, and that costs him the game.
All right. So, well, that's the division round picks. We're going to recap those when we get back together next week and look ahead to the conference championship games. Get getting down to the end here, guys. This is where it always gets fun. So I got to say, though, I do like the expanded wild card because it's kind of cool to see it go from 6 games to 4 to 2 down to 1 every week. It's kind of nice. So, guys, any final thoughts heading into the divisional round weekend?
True, Mike.
I have none. I am nervous as shit every week until the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm pretty nervous as well about this one. So it's gonna be a tough game.
All we know is we had 4 guys in the playoffs. 5th one's from New York. Fuck him. He didn't make it. And the one that just got knocked out, fuck Dallas. So, yeah, no. It's best of the best at this point. You both are beneath us. Remember that.
If
Next time I see him, I'm gonna beat your ass.
I can't wait till Mike loses. I can't wait till the Niners are out.
EJ,
yeah,
Wait.
EJ, just wait till they get to the Super Bowl. You know they can't close it out.
yeah, that's true.
Facts.
That's true.
So let them talk. Let them enjoy it.
If Green Bay loses this weekend, who
When
gets
they lose.
fired there?
Everybody.
The whole staff.
I mean,
Everybody.
If they don't make the NFC Championship game,
No.
Rodgers
No.
dips, and
I
Devonta
don't-
Adams only signed a 1-year contract.
Nah, I don't think anybody gets fired. I'm going to call Jacquez and talk all my shit to him, but I don't think anybody gets fired. It's just...
well, I think it's obvious.
just
if
the
they
nature of the
lose, Aaron
beast.
Rodgers is gone. I mean,
Yeah,
I
Rodgers
think
is
so.
gone
I think
either way.
Devonta Adams will go with him.
Yeah. But I don't see anybody getting fired. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast at this point. You know, you're at the tail end of the season.
I mean, if Aaron Rodgers and Devonta Adams want to come to the Giants, I guess that's all right. But
yeah, but if Green Bay has another game like they did last year against Tampa, I mean, it's like they didn't go anywhere. It's like the season was a lost thing. So
Yeah, it's just like Rodgers
I
is
don't
a
know. I
completely different
see
person.
heads rolling if that happens. I mean, they just.
Right.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers said, "Yeah, what I've always wanted is having a home playoff game at Lambeau." What happened?
You
that.
did.
And then what happened? Tampa
You
Bay
did,
beat their
yeah.
ass.
yeah,
Exactly. I don't know. I don't want Aaron to be like the Dan Marino of our timeline. You know, great in the regular
Nah,
season.
he already
got a
won a
title.
Super Bowl. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
he-
he
already
no.
won.
I know he won a Super Bowl, but if you look at his stats, it's like night and day. Like there's a reason why he doesn't win as many games as he should have. So
he's got more of the Peyton Manning syndrome than he does Dan Marino.
yeah. I would say
Yeah,
that. That's
you know
true.
what? Yeah, that's a better
Right.
better comparison. You're right. You're right.
Dan Marino would my God, he would do anything for just one. Most quarterbacks would.
Yeah, you're right. But that's why Eli is the superior Manning. Fuck you. He saved the world
I
twice
mean,
against Tom Brady. Fuck you.
he's not
Fuck
wrong.
what you
I know
say.
Nori can't argue with that. So
No,
Exactly.
I didn't say anything. Yeah.
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 Eli got a chain from Snoop. All right,
Mhm.
he is the GOAT.
Did he
when it comes
wear
to
it?
mayonnaise. He wore it
on
in that
Manning Cast,
video.
yeah.
Of course he wore it.
Sure as shit.
You can't not wear that. You
Bruh.
can't not wear it.
Bruh.
So, I will also note that this is the last NBC broadcast before the Super Bowl. NBC does have the Super Bowl this year, so the Monday night game we just had is the last ESPN NFL broadcast of the season, unless you count the Pro Bowl. I don't know if you guys do, but you know.
I don't count the fucking Pro Bowl.
Bad.
A real game, man? No.
Well, I mean, that is
Bowl.
taking place in Vegas. I wonder if they're going to have like the players gambling on stuff while they're there.
It'll be hype as fuck for the Pro Bowl instead. All the coaches who got fired have to play in it.
Oh my God.
Oh
That'd be
yeah,
a crazy
I'd love
flag
to
football
see-
game. Let me tell
I'd
you.
love to
that
see
would be a crazy football
fucking
game.
running routes. Him covering
Actually,
Brian
you know-
Flores. Mike Zimmer's the quarterback. It'd be fucking
You know what would be great? We take the coaches that are candidates, make them coach the Pro Bowl teams.
yes.
Ooh.
Winner gets to be an actual coach.
Winner gets to choose. their first one.
Oh,
Gosh.
I would watch that.
Now the Pro
Yeah,
Bowl's got
'cause-
stakes. Holy shit, that'd be crazy.
Now that I actually get serious about it.
Yep.
An all-star
NFL,
game that
listen
actually
to
have
me.
stakes. Wow. I wonder where that's
Wow.
at. Oh man.
Definitely
Sorry.
help the NBA. Woo.
Hmm.
Thanks, guys, for joining us. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We do appreciate it. On to the divisional round weekend. And if you're in an area where it's like going to be crazy wintry mix, please be safe out there. Hopefully the roads aren't too bad where you're at as this weather rolls in. So, once again, I'm JC, your resident Titans fan. Tighten up. Let's do this. Win or burn. Let's go. Joining me as always, we got
3 more games to go. Let's take it through Lambeau. That's it. Your boy Chicken Wing going for the Niners. One more. Get it going.
Congratulate Chicken Wing. It's the first rhyme he's ever spit in his life.
Bitch.
Yeah, I like to
My
remind
bars
you,
are fire, bro.
I
not
like to remind that Michael does not talk this way in fucking real life. So, he sounds just like a Michael. So, yeah, Nori, I'm a Giants fan. Anything I've endured in the last 10 years, you can't talk shit to me. You can't make it any worse. So,
I'm his best friend. He's endured me. Just saying.
That is true. Hey guys, this is Rob, Bucks fan, and I can't lose this weekend. My Bucks win or the Rams win, so go LA. Yeah.
Deep down, you want your Bucks
What are
to
you talking
the
about
next
now?
round. Don't lie. So,
I do because my team has to knock out Mike's team. That's how it has to be.
I swear, everybody's against me. I don't know why. I don't get it.
You do know why.
You know why?
I know
You love it.
exactly
You know why.
why
That's
we're
why.
That's why we don't give you the attention. You know why? You like it. You enjoy it. You're a masochist.
What's up, everyone? DJ here, Cowboys fan. We're on the next season at this point. Let's see what kind of stupid shit we can get into. That's all I got.
you sound
all I
like
got
the
for you.
Cubs fans for like almost over 100 years that they were doing.
God damn, man.
Even that curse got broken. All right.
It took 100 years, but still.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
You got this, bro.
See if
I want a Super Bowl win in my lifetime. That's all I want. Just one. My lifetime.
Did you have like
That was like didn't you have 3 in your lifetime?
4?
Knock it off.
4 in your
No.
I was
lifetime.
gonna say 3.
In decades. I need a playoff win. I need something.
Oh, he wants something in the millennium. Jesus. Fuck you. I'm older than you, and I haven't seen the Titans or Oilers win a championship in my lifetime. So whatever.
Dude, you got a good shot this year.
I know. And I want it. So yeah.
You were so close. I'm not gonna go there.
Fuck you.
Why would they do that?
Don't
You see,
do that.
let me remind you that until the Houston Astros admit they cheated, the Titans will never win a fucking Super Bowl.
Oh my God.
They admitted they cheated. They apologized for that. What's your point?
Oh,
Damn.
Well, the
Damn.
Titans
He's taking that one. He
away.
said cheaters win.
Damn.
Bitch.
Right,
Cheaters
exactly.
always prosper.
Cheaters always prosper.
They did admit it. They
That's
apologized for it.
That's right. And then JC's gonna say, 22 women are just exaggerating. Watch.
no.
I'm saying they admitted to it. I'm just saying. So,
Facts.
23-16.
And I never said they didn't. I just said they weren't the only team that did it. So, But that's a
Unseal
discussion
those
for another
records.
time. That's
Unseal those records.
Exactly.
I'm
That's a
sorry.
discussion for another time. So, thanks everyone for listening. We appreciate it. Enjoy the weekend. If you got squares out there for the Super Bowl, I know people are already starting to sell those. Jump on them early because they get more expensive closer to the game. So, have a good weekend, everyone. We'll catch you next time on the Sports Podcast. Later.
Peace.
Thanks everyone once again for listening to the Sports Minorities Podcast. We do appreciate it. If you want to keep the conversation going, we're on Twitter at Sports Minor Pod and also on Facebook at Sports Minorities. Our YouTube channel, Sports Minorities. Search on there. We live stream every now and then, just some random stuff. And you can also reach us via email, sports.minorities@gmail.com. We do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to us, and we'll catch y'all next time.
I hope Urban Meyer after this becomes like
Oh my God.
maybe like a sex
happening?
educator. That'd be fucking dope. Or he's like female awareness. Like that'd be fucking dope. That'd be really cool.
I feel like you saying that, he'd be like the guy giving sex ed on that Monty Python movie. Remember that? Where he was just brought his wife into the classroom.
Oh, brought his
Oh
wife.
my god.
Dude, if we're going to go this route, Urban Meyer could just go work for Dan Snyder.
Oh,
That'll be great.
I mean, but is he wrong though? Is he wrong?
I mean,
Just saying.
I don't know.
Makes a good point.
Yeah.
It makes a good point.
Patriots are out. Dallas is out. What a fucking magical playoffs is going to be.
Eagles are out.
Eagles are out. Oh, delicious.
Colts are out.
The Jags.
Colts never got in. Colts never got in.
Colts didn't get in. They're supposed to be dangerous.
They weren't even part of the conversation.
Carson fucking
Hey.
win.
Nobody wanted to play them. So.
Hey, exactly.
In my
there you
life,
go.
in my life, guys, I've never seen a team go from a Super Bowl contender in 2 to 3 weeks. United didn't make the playoffs. I've never ever witnessed what happened to the Colts. Who out of all of us thought, oh fuck, the Colts could like actually make the Super Bowl? They're beating all these good teams. They're doing this. They're doing that. Holy shit! Didn't even make the playoffs. That was nuts.
Lost to the fucking Jags.
The fucking Jags.
2-14 Jags. When your fan base came in,
But to
and
JC's
clowns.
point, they haven't beat the fucking Jags.
You know, swear to
Go do it.
swear to God,
And that-
fans start dressing up as clowns to every game, and they go fucking 17-0.
And Frank Reich got to keep his job, but Brian Flores couldn't.
Dude, they can make a
Yeah.
bus called the Clown Car and just have all their.
Yes, bro.
Yes.
But
That'll be
I
their.
have to expect their mascot Jackson to have like some sort of clown outfit.
I'm
Like,
telling you,
it's
that'll be
hilarious.
like
Do it
a
now.
fucking tailgate. That's their
it happens.
bus. The clown cart. Oh my god.